Okay, hey, I'm gonna try to survive 100 days in Hardcore RLCraft. Let's see how this goes.
What? Oh, sea serpent. That's good. I don't even know what this thing is. Okay. Okay, that's good. Alright, didn't even get a chance in this one. Didn't even get a chance. Okay. I'm not even touching my keyboard. Alright, yeah, apparently there's a dragon there. Let's try again. Oh! Okay. This has been good. I'm having some fun here. Look at this. Look where I spawned. Here he comes! Just gonna run from the dragon right now. I can see his shadow. Oh. Yeah, there's the dragon. Hey, you scared? I'm scared too. Nope, not even a chance.
I don't think I can 100 days in RLCraft? Hardcore? Are you kidding me? Who do I think I am? LukeTheNotable? The man with the Samsung fridge? A couple months ago, he gave me permission to put a twist on the series and do it in VR, and I succeeded. But for a man like me to do this again in Hardcore RLCraft? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna spend 100 days in RLCraft, and you know what? I'm finally going to kill a dragon. But not just any dragon. Maga Untu. A vile beast who leaves death and destruction everywhere he goes. It's said he's ruled these lands for over 1,000 years. But now, he has less than 100 days to live. Because I'm coming for him. I just made that up on the spot right now. Hey, but first, if you haven't subscribed, go by all means press the subscribe button. It would make a man like me very happy. And if you want to see more videos like this and you enjoyed this, leave a comment saying like, hell yeah, my man, ooh, yeah, that's good. Or a comment about how easy it is for you to kill a dragon, because yeah, I know there's gonna be some of those. Something like that. You do all sorts of stuff like that. And that'd be, okay, you know what, enough. I got a dragon to kill. I got insanely lucky on day one. A zombie dropped a backpack that was fully equipped with everything I needed to get started, which meant that I could totally bypass the annoying flint stage of RLCraft, so by the end of the day, I already had a small shack built. There it is. My first night taken care of. Day 2. The area I spawned in had plenty of iron deposits around, and I managed to harvest about 40. Yeah, 40 iron on day 2. Hell yeah. I crafted a shield and invested my XP into combat. On the 3rd day, I dealt with the water situation by creating I made this magic water corner, okay? This is where I could drink as much water as I wanted, and I also found a spider spawner in the field. Didn't want those guys walking around doing spider stuff, so I just destroyed it and got all the XP. The next day, I made my way to the nearby battle tower and got to work climbing up the side of it, looting the chests, and look, I got a diamond pickaxe already. Can you believe that? In RLCraft, day 4 diamond pickaxe? Well, you know what? Can't use it anyways though, because I'm too low level. But that's alright, because at the rate I'm gaining XP, it won't be long. Day 5 was more of the same. Hey, look, I found nunchucks. Iron nunchucks? I can use these now? Friggin' nunchucks? The following day, I had enough XP to use iron weapons, so I crafted an iron rapier. I used that bad boy to kill some spiders, and my mans, I hate spiders. Come here. But not too many. Not too many. That's too many. That's 3 many. But I'll take you all on. By day 7, after clearing out a good portion of the tower and leveling up, it occurred to me that I had made more progress in just 7 days than I had in my entire RLCraft series at the time. 7 days. The next day, I went to what I thought was a desert, but it turned out was it was a big pile of bones. Pretty cool though, until dwellers showed up.
Okay, whoa.
I never figured out what this place was because frankly, it's a massive pile of bones. Who wants to mess around with that? You just leave. Just move on and stay alive. By day 9, I felt like I was overdue for some sort of world-ending event like the Great Purge, and frankly, my little shack wasn't going to cut it, so I began building what I considered to be a foolproof base, capable of withstanding any event RLCraft tossed to me. And I kept working on it until day 18. Yes, that's a huge stretch of time where I was just working on the base. It was a big project though. First I needed to dig this giant hole. Then I needed to fill the walls with stone brick because for whatever reason I was too good for cobblestone. It was a big job and I wasted a lot of time on it. There's no need to spend this much time on the house, but you know what, I did it. On the morning of day 18, a rock showed up outside of my house. One of the things I wanted to do in this series was tame a rock. I wanted one so bad, but you know what? Because I spent so much time building this big stupid house, I had nothing to get the rock. I had no avian treats and no way of keeping it, so just that was gone. Could have had a rock day 18, but I was too dumb. I also wrote in my notes, quote, found something cool, but not prepared. And then underneath that, I wrote bad, killed a lot. So, yeah. Day 19, I managed to not only get my stuff back, the next day I crafted the avian treats, but I still didn't have a saddle or a soul stone, so catching a rock at this point would be pretty stupid. And I saw this temple off in the distance, which was full of stones that I was using to build my house and would speed up this long, grueling process of collecting cobblestone and then making it into stone. It was a big progress and this temple would have made it a lot easier. So I spent day 21 preparing to explore the temple, and then of course I died shortly after arriving there. On day 22, I died even more, but I got everything back and I got lots of stones for my house, so I considered it to be a success. And the next day, I used those stones to get my house looking pretty good. Yeah, the house started to come together and I was pretty happy with it. On day 24, I tried to capture a nymph inside my pit house so that I could keep it prisoner so that I always had it there to heal me when I came home. I thought, look at this man, he's underneath the glass right now. If I could just seal him in here, he's mine forever. But no, he just flew out, he got away. He knew exactly what I was doing. I want a summoning staff. It's one of the most useful items in RLCraft. You can use it to summon all sorts of beasts and creatures that will help you fight stuff. And I wanted to make one. But the problem was, is it required some stuff. You needed bones, which I was good, I got bones. You needed gold, I had gold, so that was good. But you also need ender pearls, which I did not have. So I thought to myself, you know what? It's time for a plan, alright? When you enter a dark area, the game warns you it's pitch black. You're likely to be eaten by something. But I thought, what if that something is something I want, you know? With my sword. Why did I write that? That's stupid. Anyways, I used myself as bait to get a shade to spawn, which I then killed to get ender pearls. And I did this multiple times until I had everything I needed to make the staff, and it was good. And then, hell yeah, day 26, baby, I had the staff ready to go, ready to fight the beast that had killed me previously. The sea serpent.
Oh, that was really easy. I didn't have to do anything.
The next day I was feeling good, but I realized that I needed more arrows, so I got to work in the hot sun collecting flint. Summer was here and my man, it was kind of annoying. I had to stop constantly to cool off. The heat problem only got worse over the next few days while I continued working on the house. I suppose I probably should have done something about it, but you know, I'm me, and I'm lazy. Finding the necessary items to do that just felt like too much work, so don't worry about it, okay? By day 30, I was about ready to give up building my house. I mean, it didn't look great, but it would work for what I wanted, and besides, this is RLCraft. It's pretty likely that anything you build will be destroyed in a matter of seconds, so I just stopped building and started exploring. I foolishly left without a sleeping bag, and ended up having to make one while exploring, and I slept in a swamp hole. Hell yeah, it's good, swamp hole. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I was trying to write in my notes for day 31. I write like a 4-year-old, and it just looks like I saw this tower and then contemplated going inside. I don't know. Day 32, I was attacked by a bunch of fire boys. I managed to kill most of them until this big boy popped out, and what do you think I did with this guy?
Oh, they're kicking his ass. They're kicking its ass, yeah, hell yeah. Still going. Okay. Run. Gotta get to the water.
The next day I returned home. I still needed a saddle and diamonds if I wanted to properly tame a rock, and the best place to get them was the upper floors of the tower that I had not cleared yet. Problem was, the big chief on top wasn't interested in just handing that stuff over. Oh, but see, here's the thing, the next day? Yeah, the guy didn't have much say in the matter because of my summoning staff. He just fell off the tower, making it extremely easy for me to take what I wanted. And look at this. I got a ton of great stuff. I was feeling like a very rich man. On day 35, I wanted to finally be done with this tower, which meant killing the big chief. And an epic battle ensued.
Okay, here we go. Get an arrow, take an arrow in the leg. Oh, cinders! There's cinders everywhere, they're gonna burn down the forest. Is he dead yet? Okay, oh no. Oh, look how far he is, come on. Whoa! No, he's dead!
While I managed to kill the golem and take all the good stuff he dropped, the battle caused some damage. It burned down the forest around us, and I started to get pretty nervous that it was going to spread to my house. But it didn't. It was good.
There he is. Maga Unto.
If I was going to slay Maga Unto, I had to take it seriously. Considering the man breathed fire, I was going to need something that protected me against that, and I thought a potion of fire resistance would do the trick. Problem is that you need nether wart, and I didn't exactly have any means of getting to the nether to get it, and even if I did, I would probably die, let's be honest here. On day 38, I ran into a sea serpent, and I thought, you know what, I should probably avoid that guy. Oh, nope, looks like I just walked right into him, okay.
Yeah, no, that did not work at all.
The next day I returned with a bow, determined to kill the beast, and with a little help from the boys in blue, I put an end to the reign of his sea- I killed him, okay? I collected 22 sea serpent scales and some teeth. Also, I found a small outpost nearby. They locked up the- look what they did. They put this golden block behind bars. Who's that- who is that gonna stop from getting the block? I just took it. Why would I not take that? These guys are idiots.
Block of gold. Look at all this. Leave this out for me to take. I'll take this too.
Day 40. I crafted tied arrows and went back to the hollow plains. I was watching Maga Unto thinking, could this be the day that I kill this man? Because I now have arrows that are slightly stronger than before. And I thought, you know what? No, not yet. I need to take, not yet. And then I noticed, there was a pre-built nether portal. It was ready to go. All I had to do was ignite it, and this was great. It meant that I could just jump into the nether, grab nether wart, and jump out. Problem solved, right? Well, the nether is, it's not that simple in RLCraft. The next day I tried that, I went in, and you know what? It went exactly how you'd expect.
Oh, yeah, got him. Oh, I'm on fire now. Oh, decay. Oh, whoa, this is not okay. Oh, that's magma, all right.
Because of how poorly that went, I gave up my plan, at least temporarily, while I prepared myself even more. I killed a blight skeleton, which was good because it meant a lot of XP. But then I did another stupid thing, and on day 42, I tried once again to kill the dragon. Same result.
Come on!
The following day, I was getting desperate and I wanted my gear back. On my way there, I was just ripped to shreds by a pack of wargs. Look at these beasts. At this point, I realized I was being an idiot, and that needed to change. I just wrote stop in my notes. The smart thing to do was to abandon my gear because it belonged to Maga Unto now. I was not getting that stuff back. What I needed was a mount, but without a soul stone, a mount is pointless. So that became my goal. I had most of the stuff I needed to craft a soul stone, except for ender pearls. These things, you gotta expose yourself to some spooky beasts to get these things. But I did that on day 44, and you know what? I managed to get them and craft the soul stone. And that night, I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna, if I can find a raptor, I'll just tame that because that will be good enough. And that's what happened. Look, I tamed a raptor. Look at this guy. I think I named him like Slazo or something. He was a good raptor. I was so happy. I thought to myself, you know what? If I can't have a rock, I can have a raptor. That's good. And then I saw a rock right after I tamed the raptor and used everything on him.
He wants more. He wants more! Jeez, this guy wants a lot.
Yeah, you know, that's good. That's good. Really wanted a rock, but I got a raptor. That's fine. You know what? It's fine.
Look, look at this guy. Oh, man. Okay. That went horribly wrong.
The next day, you know what, I went out in search of chicken, because I wanted to make more avian treats, because, while the raptor was good and all, and I wanted to be able to fly. The rock makes the game so much... I wanted a rock, okay? I really, really wanted a rock. While exploring, I found this fishing house, and when I went inside, you know what? It was full of bad boys. I managed to kill most of them with the help of my raptor, Slazo, and the boys in blue. And all of a sudden, though, this happened.
Uh-oh. Oh! Okay.
Winter's grasp. The weather outside.
Okay, Winter's grasp. Looks like I'm just gonna try to hold steady.
I took shelter in the roof, and I found a full set of armor with some interesting effects, and then I spent that night in there, just sleeping in the roof, nice and safe up there. The following morning, I cleared out the bottom floor of the building, and in doing so, I had no idea how lucky I was. The entire building was booby-trapped.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
I salvaged a bunch of arrows and got the hell out of there. I spent the evening then searching for a rock, and you know what? I couldn't find one.
Rock, rock, rock. Where are you guys? You guys are in trees, right?
My search carried on into day 47. I pushed further and further into unknown lands. I came across a small whelp, and I thought, you know what? This is just a tiny dragon. I could probably take this guy on. So I attacked him, but then, nope. Big boy showed up. This massive dragon emerged, and I just got out of there as fast as possible.
He's coming for me. He's coming for me. He's coming for me. He's coming for me.
I just kept running and running, and then eventually, I ran into this purple crap, and I kept going through it, and then I found a town. These guys are kind of dumb. Why do they put a town here in this purple spiky stuff? It hurts, and they were just walking into it. Day 48, my goal was still just to cover as much ground as I could, seeing what I could come across. And I found this massive, ginormous tree. It had a bunch of mobs under it in the darkness, and I sent my raptor in, and guess what? He ripped them to shreds, and I got a ton of XP from this. It was actually very good. Very good. I got my defense up to level 16, which meant that I could finally use diamond armor. A huge achievement to have that. I probably should have done that much sooner, but you know what? I was happy with it now. And I also found a shadow temple and a battle tower. Found a lot of stuff on day 48. Day 49, the next day, whoa, I forgot I did this. I set fire to the tree. Why did I do that? Why did I burn this beautiful tree down?
Okay, so I'm burning the tree down. That's one way to deal with it. Oh, unfortunately, ooh, come on, get out of there. Just teleport to me. Yeah, you're safe now.
Also, so then I moved over to the battle tower, looks like, and I started scaling the side of it, stealing what I could from the chests. I got about halfway up, and then night fell. I thought, you know what? There's no point in getting off of this tower right now because I'm just gonna die and lose all the loot. So I'll just spend the night up here. And look in the distance. Look at these giant bats. That's exactly what would be chasing me through the woods with all the loot if I didn't spend the night on the side of the tower. Look how big they are. Who wants something like that chasing them? At some point on day 50, I knocked the golem off the tower with my summoning staff. The boys in blue are reckless. They probably did it without me knowing. And it just makes it so easy to get loot when there's no guy up there guarding it. So I just went up, got the stuff, got diamond gear, baby. Look at this. Everything was going so well at this point. I even jumped off the tower and landed on the tree. I was totally fine. Next day, I just brought everything home. You know, things were going good. I was feeling good, so I thought, I'm gonna go kill that golem. I'm gonna go kill the golem with the help of the boys in blue and my raptor. He's not even gonna be hard. And, you know.
I'm gonna summon all of you. Ooh, it's a rare one. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot the golem, and I'm gonna run like hell. And I'm gonna run. And all of you are gonna go after him. Where's the golem? Is he dead? He's not dead. And why do I keep getting spidered? Okay, that plan didn't really work that well. So we're just gonna... I'm gonna go home.
By day 52, the tree was still burning. This thing burned for several days, and I started to... Why did I burn this tree down, man? I went into the Shadow Dungeon and killed a lot of enemies down there. I got a ton of XP and a bunch of Ender Pearls, so I wouldn't have to worry about those in the future when I inevitably lose 400 more staffs. So that was great, I was feeling really good about that, and then on day 53, I returned to the forest where the golem was, and I started fighting him again. I was actually able to kill him this time, but barely. I almost died because I forgot to eat. Who does that? Almost died of hunger. But I fixed that easily by eating some food, and then I summoned both an Aegis and a Jengu. And guess what? These guys, they merge together, they polymorph, if you will, into a nymph. Thing heals you. It's the best combo. Pop 2 of these guys down, boom, you're feeling good. The golem dropped a bunch of diamonds. At this point, I was pretty well off with diamonds, so it wasn't exactly that beneficial, but you know what? It's always good to have them. I found this haunted mansion the next day, and I had to know what was inside. I cracked open the door, and then proceeded into the main room. There were some suits of armor and a bunch of doors. I made my way from room to room, looking as I went, feeling as though someone was watching me. And then, I was attacked by a banshee and some other spooky boys. But you know what? My man Slazo just ripped them apart. He went nuts on these guys. I guess he's like a ghost, but he hates this stuff. He shredded everything in this house to pieces, and I got a bunch of great loot. It was a pretty. I didn't know these spooky mansions were in the game. It's just fun to find this sort of stuff and just go in and see what happens. And you know what? It was good. It was good. I kept on going, and then I found like this giant city, this massive city, and I spent the night there. The next morning, I walked around the city a little bit, trying to see if there's anything useful, and I really didn't find much. I'm sure there is stuff in here, but I wasn't in the mood to just spend the whole day doing that. So I left and I continued my travels, which took me to another battle tower that I cleared, although it just didn't really have that much for me. My travels came to a halting end when on day 56, I stopped to break some spawners for some XP. A dragon came out of absolutely nowhere and attacked.
My man! You gotta stop walking in fire. Oh my god, there's a dragon here.
Somehow, by the grace of the gods, I survived and just got home as fast as possible. I was very lucky here. Day 57. I woke up to the sound of wings flapping outside of my house, and I knew this was it. It was finally time to tame a rock and take to the skies. I dashed out the door, and I realized I had 0 avian treats on me.
Where's the avian treats? Where's the avian treat? The avian treat's not there. It's the avian treat in here. No. Where are you? Laminate. Okay. Do you have the avian treats on you? No, you don't. No, you don't. Come back. Come back.
I screwed this up. So then I turned around, ran in the house, and tried to grab the avian treats, but by the time I got, he was gone. I didn't get him.
No! They're so hard to find. Come on. God, I wanted that rock.
I made yet another mistake, and I tried to learn from it. I told myself, you know what, I'm not going anywhere unless I have avian treats on me. Gotta always have these on me, because you never know when a rock will spawn. I spent the rest of the day doing some housekeeping stuff, like crafting a diamond greatsword, and mining flint, which is less exciting. I used TNT to do it, though. It wasn't the most useful. I probably shouldn't have used TNT to do it, but you know what? It made it more fun, so who cares? And I did more of it the next day on day 58, and I just kept mining away to get more flint to make arrows, and looks like I got 16 flint. Hey, that's pretty good. I also wrote in my notes, I died weirdly. How did I die?
You need to kill that Geist. Go get him.
What? I tried to make a grave scroll as fast as I could, but I wasn't able to find any zombies to get rotten flesh. But lucky for me, I had some the whole time. I don't know why. I gotta do better at organizing this stuff. The next morning, I crafted the scroll, and bada boom, I was back, baby. I got my stuff back and continued exploring for the rest of the day. I found a fortress that I clearly wasn't ready to take on, but I wanted to make note of it for later so that I could return and hopefully get some good stuff there. I didn't have an atlas though, so I just had to make a mental note, I guess. It looks like I just went to bed. However, in the morning, something wonderful happened. The bird of my dreams revealed itself to me. The moment had finally came. A rock was here and ready to serve me. I tamed the beast, and for the first time ever in RLCraft, I took to the skies and rode the rock.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
However, there was a big problem. I did not have a soul stone on me, and I had no idea where I was. I was absolutely lost. If the rock died, I would lose it forever. I had to improvise fast. I needed a compass. So I began desperately searching for the supplies to craft one. By the end of the day, I had everything I needed to build it, but just to be safe, I slept first. And the next morning, my rock was gone. The man disappeared in the middle of the night. I think he left me. No, I don't know what happened. I think there was a glitch in the game because I could still hear him flapping away, so I just relogged and then he was there, thankfully. But for a moment, I panicked. I was really upset for a moment, but I got the man back. It was all good. It was all good. So I got on his back and I took to the skies and I flew in the direction that the red point on the compass was sending me. And you know what? It didn't lead me home. Yeah, I don't know.
It didn't work.
I don't know why that didn't work. I realized maybe it's because when I used the grave scroll, it teleported me to this location and then maybe the game thought this was my home point. I don't know, but I looked around and I saw that the area looked familiar, and based on that, I was able to find my way home, thankfully. And then when I got there, I finally used the soul stone on the rock, and I was at peace.
There it is.
I'll be honest, I have no idea what I did on day 62. I just figured out how spawning works, I guess, when you have 2 mounts. I think I just screwed around on day 62. I wish I didn't. I wish I had more to say about that day, but no, it looks like I just messed around. However, on day 63, I got to doing some stuff. I was flying around, loving life. I was a man in the skies, not looking down, just having a good time, and then I found this. Look at this dragon I ran into.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, look how big that one is. Holy crap. That is. Look how big that. Oh my god, look how he. Holy shit. Holy shit. Is he coming after me?
This is the largest dragon I've ever seen. I also found these angry birds. Like, what is going on here? Eventually, my travels took me to a village where I spent the night. On day 64, I learned that my rock wasn't the smartest guy. He had no interest in listening to anything I said to him. He had a mind of his own. Either that or I did not have him set to sit. Had him set to wander, probably. Right, definitely not his fault. It's certainly almost, you know, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about that.
Why are you... You guys are annoying.
The next day, I continued searching and looking for places to loot. I found an Aussie liner and some sunglasses. Look at that, man with sunglasses. Ooh, looking good. And the Aussie liner, that thing is gonna keep me cold or warm, whatever one I want. A great thing to have. I got tons of diamonds as well. Day 66. The time for screwing around was over. It was time to get serious, and I wanted Tide Guardian armor. I had plenty of sea serpent scales, but without shiny scales, I couldn't make it. The problem is shiny scales are dropped by mermaids. Which are, if you know anything about me and RLCraft, I just hate them. They sing, and if you hear them singing, they pull you in and slaughter you. There's an easy solution, however, though. You can just grab a piece of wood and make earplugs. However, of course I didn't do that. I didn't know that existed at the time. So I came up with one of my patented, foolproof plans to deal with these things. I thought if I fly overhead far enough out of reach that I can't hear their song, I could then summon the boys in blue and shoot one with an arrow, and then hopefully the boys in blue would pick up the hint and go in and get the job done. And you know what? It worked. It actually worked for once. Or at least until I landed and my rock started being an idiot again.
No, just stop. Stop flying out there. Stop. This is what I mean. There's a sea serpent right here. Okay, let's just get out of here. Jesus, you. Oh my god, more.
Despite the setback, I had exactly enough stuff to craft a Tide Guardian armor, and that's what I did. Boom, just like that, I had acquired the most powerful armor in the game. I was feeling good, my man. I was feeling great. Day 67, it was a beautiful fall morning. The problem was that the problem was the fall. Yeah, it's nice, you don't have to worry about being too hot or too cold, but it means winter is coming. And the winters in RLCraft, they're brutal, okay? They are cold, harsh, frigid winters that will chill even the warmest man to his bone. I don't know, what am I saying? I know what you're thinking though. Sean, you got an Aussie liner. What's the, it doesn't matter if it's getting cold. You just slap that bad boy right on your sea serpent armor, right? Ah, no, not that simple with a man like me. A man like me wastes the Aussie liner. Yeah, a couple days ago, or prior to this, I attached it to like a random piece of diamond armor, and then I just smelted it without even realizing. Yeah. That's the type of guy I am, just wasted this would have saved me so much time if I didn't do this. It's my biggest, I'm so irritated about this. Things started getting even cooler the next day, so I crafted some wool armor. During the day, I ventured out and ended up in a jungle. I was harassed by a flock of birds again, and I nearly died. Then it hit me. What am I doing right now? Why am I wasting so much time mucking about in jungles, burning down trees, making useless rooms in my house, going to deadly purple places? Enough was enough. No more screwing around. I flew home, and then what I saw when I got there shocked me. This beast was outside of my house. Look at this thing flying around. You think I'm gonna let a man like that just fly around my house? Absolutely not. I sent the boys in blue in and they took care of him right away. Laid the man right out. Right in the middle of the field. Done. Dealt with. Problem was, though, was that the battle attracted it caused a lot of commotion and a lot of other bad boys showed up. A lot of them. I tried to, like, get them away from my door so I could go inside and, ooh.
This is nuts. Let me go home. I need a bow, too. Do I not have a bow? Okay. See, like, I don't know.
I respawned in a village pretty far away from where I had died. It was nighttime though, so I thought that I would sleep before attempting to get my stuff back, and that's what I did. I arose to day 69. A fitting day, because I had just been f***ed. I gathered my stuff and I went home, and I prepared for the forthcoming battle. That continued on into day 70 when I made 2 potion rings of resistance. They're pretty expensive, costing like 12 diamonds each, but they provide a massive amount of damage resistance, so they're totally worth it. Besides, I had like 1,000,000 diamonds anyway, so it really didn't matter. I also finally crafted an atlas. Hey, remember when I said winter was coming? Yeah, well, winter came on day 71. All of my plans were out the window, and my primary focus was now on just trying to survive through the winter. I didn't have the Aussie liner because, well, you know, we know what happened there, and I didn't have a heating coil or heating pads. I didn't have any of the supplies to make that stuff either. I was screwed. So I thought, you know what, I'll leave the house and I'll just go get supplies to make the stuff. Wrong. The moment you walk out the door, you freeze to death. Even when I got on my rock and flew far into the jungle and far away, I would still freeze to death. I just kept freezing. I couldn't get the stuff to make the stuff to keep me warm because I was too cold. It was a vicious, frigid cycle. Now I know what you're thinking. Sean, what about the wool armor you crafted? Just use that. I tried. It wasn't doing anything for me at the time. And then, almost as if to say, screw you, Sean, here's a nice gulp of irony, the Cinder event started. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, not now.
Tons of warm boys floating around my house taunting me, saying, hey look, we're nice and warm here in the winter, look at you freezing down there, come outside, we'll burn you to death in the cold. Fortunately though, my house design held up and they did not burn to the ground, but god, that was so annoying. And then, once it was all over and dealt with, I got on my rock right after dying so that I wasn't super cold yet, and I flew as far as I could, as fast as I could, because I didn't want to freeze to death. I wanted to see if I could get to a spot that was warm enough that I could loot maybe something from a battle tower like an Aussie liner and bring it home and then I would be okay. I found a lava pit and I thought that maybe here I would find some fire beasts that would help me, and you know what? It was just a bad idea. My own rock killed me.
Did my own rock just kill me?
Day 73 was just another day of me freezing to death over and over again, being absolutely demoralized by the cold. I came up with a plan to go to the Nether and hopefully find some of the stuff that I needed to make an Aussie liner. Heating coil or warming pads or something. I just wanted magma. I had magma on the mind. So that's what I did the next day. And how do you think that went on day 74?
Okay, all I gotta do is survive. I'm not gonna survive in there. I give up.
All I wanted was some magma blocks, and that wasn't going to happen there. I thought about going to the ocean to get some since I could breathe underwater now with the Tide Guardian armor, but one, that would be way too cold, and two, I would probably die due to a sea serpent or some other giant crab beast thing. I don't know, there's just so much stuff in there that would kill me. I wasn't going to risk that. The next day, I was at my breaking point. My last ditch plan was to fly again as far as I could and see if I could find a battle tower before freezing to death. It didn't work. I couldn't find anything anywhere, and to make matters worse, I was killed by a goddamn dragon, and I got pretty mad about it.
Everywhere is cold. Yes.
On day 76, I crafted a season clock. I wanted to know how much more bullshit I had to endure, and I saw that it was midwinter. Ugh.
Midwinter. Oh my god.
I seriously contemplated turning off the temperature mod at this point. I was not having fun with the game, and I was no longer focused on doing any of the stuff that I wanted to do. But then I realized what would be more annoying is the comments on the video if I turned off the temperature mod, so I left it on and I just pushed through. And on day 77, I explored more. I found a village which had a blacksmith that I could use as a pit stop to warm up, and it also had this massive farm which had tons and tons of XP for me to soak up, so that was a bit of a win.
There's a huge field you guys got. I wanna know what you guys are doing to prepare for the winter. Because the winter is really bothering me.
On day 78, the next morning, I left the town and I searched for a battle tower. I finally found one. It was in this jungle, which you would think would be warm, but no, still cold, freezing jungle. You ever hear about that? I was trying to warm up and I was killed by a cinder. At this point, I was ready to quit. I truly was at my breaking point with this. So in a last ditch effort, I asked in my Discord, does anyone know anything I can do about the winter? And someone said, have you tried making a campfire? I thought, a campfire? No, I haven't made a campfire. What? Okay, I'll try. He also said, try putting on the wool armor and sitting by the campfire. What a simple solution. I don't know why I didn't think of this. I did the two things and bada boom, I was a warm man who no longer had to worry about the winter. Problem solved. I could have done that right from the beginning, but I didn't think, okay? I didn't think, I was just being an idiot. Oh my god, if I could go back in time, I would tell myself, my man, Sean, please, make some wool armor and a campfire. I don't know why you're not thinking of this. Why are you thinking about crazy things like heating coils and Aussie liners? Just keep it simple, buddy. You're cold, you sit next to a fire, you put some wool armor on. Day 79, baby. Time to get things back on track. No more delays, no more freezing, no more deaths.
Okay, grab the loot. I got it. Oh, yeah!
I waited for my rock to respawn, and then I re-attacked. I was able to knock him off the tower, and then I got the loot. I got a bunch of good stuff, and I flew home with it. Not bad. The next morning, this weirdo showed up at my house. Look at this thing. A gecko. This man tried to run straight into my house. What this? I like the gecko. You know what? Now that I think about it, I like this gecko. This is a good guy right here. Too bad he was an enemy. I spent the day crafting supplies and getting ready for the biggest fight I would ever have in RLCraft. My eyes were set on Maga Untu, the Dragon Lord of the Hollow Plains. Day 81. It was time to get to work on killing Maga Untu, but I needed something to help me do that, and that is a dragon's eye. Hey, the only problem is a dragon's eye is one of the most difficult things, at least for me, to get. The one item that I didn't have to craft it was glowing gems. To make a glowing gem, you need glowing ingots. which you can find around or you can make them. I had found a couple, but not nearly enough to make the glowing gems, so I needed to start making my own. To make your own, you need silver ore, and I had absolutely none of it. There's two ways to get silver ore. You can mine for it, or you can go to battle towers and find silver gear, which you can then melt down to silver ore. So I decided to go with that route, and by the end of the day, I found a battle tower. The next morning, I cleared it out, and there was no silver gear at all. So I just moved on. On day 83, I returned home, and I used some of the glowing ingots that I had to create my first glowing gem. That was one down of the 3 that I needed. I guess I was in a crafting mood because the next day I made an equipment forge, and this thing's good. Yeah, it's pretty useful if you know how to use it, and I didn't at the time, so I just put it in my house and walked away from it. I had more important things on the mind, like getting these glowing ingots. So on day 85, I went out and I found another battle tower. And to my disappointment, yet again, there was absolutely no silver stuff in the tower, so I just slept in a nearby house. When I woke up, I had a little look around and I saw, whoa, look at that, there's a big fortress nearby. That's perfect for getting loot. So I marked it in my atlas for the first time, which is great because then, you know, I can just come back here whenever I want. I flew over to the fortress and I started trying to loot the chests while still on my rock. And whoa, look at that, I found some glowing ingots. Perfect, the exact stuff I needed, but then these little flying men showed up and started harassing me. Thank God for the boys in blue though, they took care of them. There's some good stuff here. The next morning, my rock, I don't know. I don't know what got into him, he was just being a weirdo.
Oh, you shouldn't have been... I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you did that. You are nuts.
I went back to the fortress to see if I could get some stuff, and what do you know? Guess what happened?
Chunky Lover Sean was slain by Vex.
Hey, but no problem, because I got grave scrolls, right? So I just popped right back on over to the fortress and grabbed almost all of my stuff, except for the atlas and the glowing ingots. Great, the 2 things that I really wanted. Day 88, another one of those smaller dragon-like creatures spawned, and I wasn't just... What are these things? This thing looks like the type of thing that would rip you to shreds. I didn't want to take any chances with it, so I just sent the boys in blue. So the boys in blue took care of the dragon and everything was good, and I was thinking, you know what, I got a lot of loot on me right now. I got a lot of good stuff on me. I wanna somehow mark this location so that I can come back here and get all this stuff. But I don't have an atlas on me anymore, so you know what I'll do? I'll do things the old-fashioned way. I'll build a giant block structure to the sky so that I can easily find this place, and oh...
Chunky Lover Sean was slain by Sea Serpent.
What the f was that?
The next morning I needed to make a grave scroll because I had ran out. I went outside to get some paper and I was nearly killed by this tarantula thing. It almost got me, and if it did, it would have sucked because it would have reset my death point to here and I would not have been able to get back to where I died. Thankfully, it didn't kill me and I got away from the beast. And I managed to craft the grave scroll and teleport myself back to where I died. And I got my stuff back, which is great. Then you know what? Some more bullshit happened.
Okay.
Somehow, I survived the encounter, and I used a recall potion to get home.
I don't even know what to say about that.
And look, hey, the snow is finally melting. Winter is ending, my mans. What a good sight to see. Spring, who doesn't love spring? Hell yeah. On day 90, I wanted to get back to the house because there was a lot of good stuff in that area. So I rewatched some of my old footage to figure out where it was. Does that count as cheating? You know what, I don't care if it does. I crafted a new atlas and I flew back, and I marked everything so I knew where to come back to when it was time. I flew home with all of the gear from the chest and all the great stuff that I had looted, and then I finally enchanted my gear. Hey, look at this! On day 91, I crafted a grapple hook. Everyone was telling me to make one of these things for a long time, so I finally did it, and oh my god, this thing is cool! On day 92, I made knockback arrows. These things are so useful. You know why? Because you shoot something, and whoever or whatever you shoot goes flying. And I had a plan for them. I was thinking, you know the golems? Yeah, how about we send these mans flying? Look at this man fly.
There we go.
Day 93. The battle was close. I could feel the anticipation in me building, but I still lacked silver ore. How the hell is it so hard to find silver ore? I was clearing battle towers faster than ever, and not a single one of them had any pieces of silver gear in them, silver ore, or even glowing ingots. On the morning of day 94, this happened.
Nope, nope. Nope. Nope.
No, I was not interested in that event at all, so I just flew home.
The blood moon is rising.
Oh my god. Oh, there's a dragon by my house. Oh, there's a dragon in my house? There's a dragon What is that thing? What do I even do here? Boys in blue are gonna be an active night on live PD. Here we go. Get going. Would love for you to clear up the, like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do here?
After that was all over, I was able to get into my house again, and yeah, thank God. The blood moon, man. That was nuts. Anyways, I had nearly given up on battle towers, and I decided that I wanted to mine for silver instead. I had read that it spawns on the bottom 32 levels of the map. And you know what's really good for mining? Better than a diamond pickaxe? A paxel. It's excellent. You can use it for all sorts of stuff, and it doesn't break. Yeah, so I spent the day learning how to craft it and getting the supplies for it. So the next day I headed down into the mine, and I thought, you know what? Now I'm finally gonna find all the silver ore I need. It's gonna be no problem. So I spent the entire day mining, and I didn't find a single silver ore. Not a single one. But you know what I did find? These guys.
What the Who are these guys? Uh-oh.
And then I died in the dumbest way I have ever died in Minecraft.
Okay.
Chunky Lover Sean tried to swim in lava to escape Spectre LVL3.
I continued mining into day 97, and still nothing. I could not find silver ore. So, I just gave up. It was clear that I wasn't going to find silver in time. I don't know if it was that I was doing something wrong or that I just had really bad luck. I had cleared over 10 battle towers and found 0 silver bars or glowing ingots. I didn't find any silver gear. I found nothing. So, I decided that I was going to fight Maga Untu without the Dragon Eye. I started the final preparations. I found enchantments. I made an anvil. I crafted arrows. I made this really good golden apple. I kept on making my preparations into day 98. It was summer now, so things were getting really hot and kind of annoying, but I had to keep jumping in water, but that's okay. It's okay. I enchanted my shield with burning shield. Day 99. I read that Siphingus. I don't know how to say that. This fire fish, okay? This fire fish, if you get the meat, it grants fire resistance. That is perfect for a man like me. I need fire resistance bad, but the only problem is that they're fire fish. How the hell do you get fire fish? Every encounter I've ever had with fire or anything just always ends with me dead. Nonetheless, I tried. And on day 100, I caught one using the grapple hook. The firefish meat comes out cooked because it's in fire, right? So it's cooked. But I learned if you combined it with wheat and blaze powder, you get yourself a searing taco. So that's what I made. Then I was ready. I flew over to Mega Untu's roost, and I waited. I observed the beast, studied its flight patterns, and prepared myself for what was to come. The biggest battle I've ever had in my history with RLCraft.
He's down. I killed the dragon.
On that night of day 100, I struck down Maga Untu, Dragon Lord of the Hollow Plains. And I can't even begin to tell you how goddamn good it felt, my mans. I felt incredible. 8 months, 8 goddamn months these have been screwing up my plans. And now, finally, this guy was dead. The next morning I returned to the dead dragon with a bottle and I extracted his blood. Then I got his flesh, his scales, bones, and skull, and I took it all back home. Then, I crafted dragon armor. I know the Tide Guardian armor is technically better, and I wanted dragon armor, okay? I've wanted it for so long that I had to do it. And as for the flesh, bones, blood, and skull, well, I'm gonna need all of that for what comes next. If, of course, that is, you want to see me do 200 days in RLCraft. If so, yeah, leave a like or on the video or comment or something like that. Let me know if you're interested in it. And if there is, I'm gonna keep this party going, my mans. That's 100 days.
There it is. There it is.